interpretation to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities. Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct the faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success of Krishna Prema. Once again, I thank everyone for joining the Bhakti Sangha conference call today. Let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning? Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण पद्मा माता जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभुपाद की जय, गुरु महाराज की जय, प्रीतिदासी प्रभुशाल। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Always there, and thank you so much, Mataji, for all your services. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. All glories to Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, all glories to Ashramal devotee. This is Mohini Lakshmi.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Bol, Mataji. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji, and my Dandavat pronounced all the devotees on the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Bol. Is anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Mataji. Should we read the introduction, Mataji? I don't see Sham. So this is Sham Prabhu.
What happened, Mataji?
Should we read the introduction, Mataji? For Samik
It is up to you, Mataji, if you would like to read.
Go ahead and get the introduction. Oh, sorry. I was trying to go to playlist, Mataji. Yes. Sangha.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Mataji.
Mataji, Prabhuji, join Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining this call this morning and then giving your valuable time and association for enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto, 14th chapter, verses from 4 to 7, Prabhu.
Is it 17th chapter?
Yes, Prabhu, 17th chapter. You're right, Prabhu. Sorry, it's my mistake. 17th chapter and verses 4 to 7, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to read Srimad Bhagavatam or speak on that. I have associated with all these wonderful devotees who are interested in Srimad Bhagavatam. So I will begin with prayers. Om Akyantimet. Can I begin? It's okay?
Prabhu, please go ahead, Prabhu. You can start then.
Om Akyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Swai Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्ण पादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका अंत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमो महावदनाय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरतुषे नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णव वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णाप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। So the today's topic, the Supreme Lord agrees to become Aditi's son, and so her husband, when all the kingdom was won by the demons or asuras, then she approached her husband, who is a pure devotee of the Lord, who prayed to the Lord, and Lord showed him that yes, you took her the money. And so here it is given that she did Payavrat Vrat, and Lord came in front of her, showed her, and he said that he will be able to come in her womb. So, and then she went, seeing him, she started praying to the Lord. So, the verse says, Tasya Pradurabhutakta Bhagavan Adipurushaha Pitavasa Chaturbahu Shankachakra Gadadhara. My dear king, the original supreme personality of Godhead, dressed in yellow garments and bearing a conch shell, disc, club, and lotus in his four hands, then appeared before Aditi. So Aditi and Diti. Diti's sons are all Daityas or Asuras. And Aditi's sons are Adityas or Devtas. So now this is about the Diti who did Payavrat Vrat. And by the mercy of Kashyap Muni, her dear husband, and the Lord came with this. So this is the description of the Lord, that what kind of cloth he was wearing, and original personality that came, and he had four Shankha Chakra Gada Padma in his four hands, and he appeared before Aditi. So we'll take text number 5, 817.5. Netra Gocharam Viksha Sasotthaya Sadaram Nanama Bhuvikayena Dandavat Priti Vivala. Vivala means almost puzzled because of transcendental bliss. When somebody is very, very Vival Gadgad Kanto, that all Sattvic Bhav were appearing in Aditi. So, translation: when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became visible to Aditi's eyes, Aditi was so overwhelmed by transcendental bliss that she at once stood up and then fell to the ground like a rod to offer the Lord her respectful obeisances. So, in respect, anybody, if they are sitting, then you have to get up and pay obeisances. And here it is Supreme Personality of Godhead with 400 form in his full opulence. So she fell like a rod in front of the Lord, and this falling like that is called Panchanga Pranam, or she fell like a rod, like full prostrated obeisances, Astanga Pranam. It's very important that when you see senior, very, very senior Vaishnavas or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or you go to the temple, you must pay Dandat Pranams, just like she felt like Danda, with prostrated obeisances, and with 8 parts of the body are touching to the ground, and you, including your mind, that you think of the Lord and not think of so many material things. So she was very careful in offering the obeisances, and immediately she did that. She got up and paid obeisances. Initially, she did not know what she should do. But then, when she knew that Krishna, that Lord would be coming because of her austerity, or this Payavrat Vrat is a very severe Vrat, but 12 days of Payavrat Vrat that she did. And it's completely described in Srimad Bhagavatam. And so text number 6. Sothaya Baddhanjali Riditum Sthita Not Seha Ananda Jalakulekshana Prabhu Tushlim Kulakakulakratīs Tadarshanath Yutsava Gatra Vepathu. Vepathu means he began to tremble, and her body, this Gatra means the body, with great pleasure. Ati Utsava, great pleasure. She wanted to, she was traveling, and then she wanted to offer certain glorification of the Lord, of his beauty, of his uh, qualities, and of his sweetness. So Aditi stood silently with folded hands, unable to offer prayers to the Lord because of transcendental bliss. Tears filled her eyes, and the hairs on her body stood on end. There are Ashta Sattvic Bhav. Because she couldn't see the Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face, she felt ecstasy and her body trembled. And the last verse, number 7, Pritya Sanair Gad Gadaya Gira Harim Tustavasa Devyaditi Kurudvaha Udvikshati Sa Pibati Vachakshusha Ramapatim Yagyapatim Jagatpatim Ramapatim Yagyapatim. That she did that yagya, and because of the yagya means not putting ahutis, but Payavrat is also a yagya. So translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O Maharaj Parikshit. So this is addressed by Sukdev Goswami. The demigoddess Aditi then began offering her prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a faltering voice and with great love. Because when you are too much in ecstasy or too much happy, you cannot speak very clearly. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed so much his teeth and Jagannath, Jaga, 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 Jaga. So he was speaking faltering voice, and tears were rolling down Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's eyes, and hairs would stand on the end. His limbs would become very, very elongated, or sometimes it put together like it will become like a turtle who is pulled up senses. So in the same way is happening to Mother Aditi, who is the mother of all the demigods. So she is offering her prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead in a faltering voice and with great love. She appeared as though drinking through her eyes. The Supreme Lord, who is the husband of Goddess of Fortune, the enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, and the master and Lord of the entire universe. His master, he creates the universes, he creates the jivas. But not only he maintains them, takes them, and at the end he annihilates them, and then everybody enters into the expansion as Mahavishnu. So it is Mahavishnu who is an expansion of the expansion of Lord Krishna. Then he is in the Karana Ocean, Karana Samudra, beyond all these layers of the universes. But Mahavishnu, while lying down, and that is after the Pralaya, then they come, all the Jiva soul and universes, they come from out of the body or air pores of the Supreme Lord, and then they float in the Mahatattva. Mahatattva is sum total of all the material energy. Sometimes it is said that Mahatattva is the gigantic form of the Lord, universal form or Virat Roop. there is separate, but it is, whether it is spiritual or material, it comes from the body of the Mahavishnu. So you may say it is in the material nature, and it is not, it's not the Lord's that form as a universal form is not there in the Vaikuntha Loka. In the Vaikuntha Loka, spiritual sky, there are many planets. They float there, and then residing deities, they come to the material world to give like darshan, and here the Lord has come to give darshan to Aditi. So purport. After observing the Payavrata, Aditi was certain that the Lord had appeared before her as Ramapati. Rama means all the way, like Lakshmi's Ramapati, the husband of all good fortune, just to offer her sons all opulences. Her sons were like there are all the opulences and Indras and all other demigods was taken away by Asuras. And so she had no way where to go. So she worshipped her husband, Kashyap Muni, and he showed her that that is the only way that Payavrata you did, and Lord would be pleased. So Lord came in front of her, and he agreed. He's Yagyapati, so that was the Yagya. Payavrata was the Yagya. For this age, the Yagya is Sankirtan Yagya. Yagyai Sankirtana Prayai Ejanti Sumedasa. So all the ingredients you pour into the fire, that is also eaten by the Yagyapati. Pati means master, protector. And so he is there, and she addressed him as Yagyapati. And she was satisfied to see the husband of all good fortune. So they could get all their opulences back. She had performed the Yagya Payavrata under the direction of her husband Kashyap. And therefore she thought of the Lord of Yagyapati, thought of the Lord as the Yagyapati. So she's thinking he is Yagyapati. And he is the bestower of all benedictions to her. She was completely satisfied. See the Master and Lord of the entire universe come before her to fulfill her desire. So it is glorification of the Lord. It is the description of his body. It is also his sweetness over opulences. So Aishwarya. So Madhurya, this is little bit from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela. I have in Hindi, but I will translate and narrate to you. That is the sum and substance of all is Bhagavata. That he is the Supreme Lord, is the sweetness. Sweetness is relished by Srimati Radharani to the maximum extent. Krishna cannot release that sweetness. And how she become so happy, and also how she enjoys happiness, enjoyment, and what is her bhav, her mentality when she's serving. She's serving, but happiness is to Srimati Radharani. And Krishna wanted to enjoy that. That is sweetness and happiness, which he could not do it as Krishna himself. So he's hungry to relish his sweetness, to relish his happiness, and that Radharani is enjoying enjoyment. So he's also bereft of these things, three things. So Madhurya Bhagavata Sar, Vraje Kela Paracha, Taha Sukha Vyasera Nandan, Sthane Sthane Bhagavati, Varniya Che Janaiti, Jaha Sune Mate Bhaktagan. All the bhaktas are listening to that. It's sweetness and description. So there are four sweetness has been described. One is sweetness, Madhurya, that he has. Radharani and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu relishing that. Another is Leela, that is very sweet. Whereas Leela is the topmost. Krishna does not have that Vraj Leela in this Golok Vrindavan. But because he comes as a child, that Vraj Leela is more important for him. So he comes, it is eternally goes on from one planet to another, one universe to another universe. So it is continuously going on. And it's a Leela, sweetness, that Devta Gand, and they are always Gandharva, Devta, so many rishis. They're always so much that they do so much austerity, but they cannot enjoy that what the gopis are, what the Vrajvasis are enjoying that Leela. Vaikuntha nahi je Leela prachar in Vaikuntha, Leela is not there. Se Leela करीब जाते मोर चमत्कार गोपीगण ने they left behind their dharma karma, they Deha, Geha, Atmiya, Sujan, Sabka, they give up all that just to enjoy this Leela. Third Leela is Venu Madhurya, that every Swabhav becomes opposite. The reverse goes the opposite direction. So all are like completely opposite. It happens. So that is the Venu Madhurya and Rup Madhurya. So here it is described the Rupa. Rupa of the रूप देखिए आपना कृष्ण है चमत्कार. Even Krishna becomes very much amazed or आस्वादित मने उठे कान. He says that I want to relish this my रूप. कृष्ण माधुर्य है एक स्वाभाविक बल कृष्ण आदि नर नारी करे चंचल. That नर नारी everybody becomes very not only astonished but very become chanchal. So Brahma Ananda Swarup Rasa. So one time Krishna was in Dwarka and he's seeing his form in the pillars which were made of sputnik money, and he was relishing and that who is this boy? I want to play with him. Why does not he come out? So he's calling him out. But anyway, it is his own shadow. So he is also attracted to his form. It is so beautiful form. You might have heard this Gopis, Maharaj, Shardiya Maharaj. There are two Sharad Purnima Maharaj that is there. So two rasas are there. So one time Mahavishnu also. Mahavishnu is an expansion of Krishna. Krishna to Balram, Balram to Chaturvyu, Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Niruddha. From this Vasudev, then also it expands as Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu and Narayan form. So Mahavishnu is for the creation of the material world. So he lies down on the causal ocean, Karma Samudra. And then from his body and breathing, all these universes and jivas will come. So we will talk more about Krishna's beauty and how everybody relates that. So this is not sentimental, but it is a real, and it is not an imagination, but it is a real philosophy. It is not poetry, diverse from philosophy, but rather the beauty of Krishna is core theological truth revealed in all the Shastras, realized by the pure devotees and experienced eternally in the spiritual world. So Prabhupada is explaining that Krishna is God, not because he performs miracles, but because he attracts everyone. Krishna means all attractive, including liberated souls. Even Atma Ramasya Munaya, so they also become attracted, who are self-sufficient, who do not need, then but also they become attracted. And that is, its meaning was translated 64 different ways that it was translated and by Rupa Goswami. So beauty is the supreme absolute truth. The beauty is in the material world, it is temporary, subjective, fading. What one person finds attractive today becomes repulsive the next day. But Krishna's beauty does not diminish with time, but rather it increases beauty, sweetness, anand, and then people who sees them, then their ananda becomes more and more ananda, bodhivardhana, pratipadam. So that is what kind of ananda by seeing Krishna, by relishing Krishna, by serving Krishna, that increases at every step. And that is what the soul is looking. It is the eternal position of the soul to serve the Krishna. Jiva Swarupa Krishna Nityadas. So, Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti Shabda. Brahma Jyoti, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So Bhagavan alone possesses full beauty, form, sweetness, the rasas, rasovaisa, rasamevayam labdva anandi bhavati. By obtaining that rasa, we become anandit. Everybody wants bliss or ananda, but ananda in the material world is flickering, it goes away. So Krishna is worshipped as Madan Mohan. One time, this Madan means Cupid. So one who Madan Mohan. Mohan means one who enchants the Cupid himself. Cupid has 5 arrows. Is from the eye, arrows that is drashya, ear, hearing, smell, touch, and taste. So these are all 5 arrows of the, and then 5 arrows are one, like if you serve Krishna, and then Krishna's those arrows, then that kill your heart of all the misgivings of the material world. Material world you enjoy with these things, but in the spiritual world that does not satisfy, and that's fades out. So Venam Kodanta Ravindra Dalaya Taksham. This is from Brahma Samhita. Barhavatan Sambuddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who plays with his flute, whose eyes are the lotus petals, whose heart is adorned with a peacock feather, whose form is the color of a fresh rain cloud, and whose beauty excels that of millions of cupids. So, millions of cupids, each capable of bewildering the universe, are defeated by the beauty of Krishna. This is not a poetic exaggeration, it is a reality, ontological reality. It remains all the same. Krishna's beauty does not stimulate lust. It destroys the lust by seeing the beauty of Krishna. Like you go to temple every day and think of the beautiful form of the Lord, adore that, and decorate the deity. Then it destroys the lust by redirecting our attraction towards the soul. You know that Rupa Goswami has written a prayer that if you are attached to so many material things, your family, children, home, then do not come to the bank of the this Keshi Ghat, because there Krishna in his Tribhangi Mudra is standing and he will attract your mind. Then you would have no taste for the material world or enjoying the material world. Yeah, you have heard about that one man had so much attraction for his wife, and he will walk backward so he could see his wife's face all the time, and he will hold the umbrella on her. So people would laugh, but he would not care about. So one time Ramanujacharya was passing by, he saw this this kind of scene, so he asked that why he is doing it. So he was told that because of his wife's beauty, he want to see her at every time. Just like gopis were blaming Brahmaji that he has given them this eyelids which blinks, and because of the blinking, that for a fraction of the second, they can't see the form of the Lord. So the same thing here also. he would walk backward. That way his face is in front of his wife. So, and then he asked Ramanujacharya that if I show you more beautiful form, what you would do? He says, I will give up seeing my wife walking like this, and I will serve him wholeheartedly. So he served. So they went to so he requested the Lord to show him this face, and he was so beautiful that he was completely enamored, and he gave up his activity that he was doing before. So when Krishna, as I told you, he saw his own beauty, which is on the, so he captivated himself from his own form. And Mahavishnu, who lies down in the causal ocean, Karana Samudra, he was also interested in seeing the form of the Lord, or beauty, enjoy the beauty. So what he played a trick that Lord would not come, and I can't request him to come and show me. So he brought Brahmana's sons before even they were born. They were dead. And then Arjun said later on, because Krishna wanted to go and fulfill the desire of Mahavishnu, which is his own expansion. So Arjun says that I will protect this Brahmani's child. He cannot go in. So he put some arrows in such a way that even hair or not even insect could go inside. But here he was born, but before even he could, they would shout or they would cry. But here he did not even cry, and immediately he just left because Mahavishnu stole him. In this way, so it is an expansion from countless universes. From him, there are many Mahavishnus also, emanate with every breath. So he lies in the causal ocean beyond mortal time and space. Yet Mahavishnu longed to behold the beauty of Krishna in Vrindavan. So Mahavishnu is awe-inspiring. Krishna is irresistible. Power may command respect, but beauty commands love. Power may command respect. If somebody is very powerful, you bow down, but the beauty that commands the love, prem. But it is a spiritual prem when you see Krishna. It's not material. Material prem is lust. But this prem, spiritual prem, give rise to our attraction for Krishna and thinking of Krishna all the time. So I told you about the Keshi Ghat and that verse that Rupa Goswami has written, that is attraction. At Keshi Ghat, Krishna stands in such a threefold bending form, playing his flute with such enchanting beauty that your carefully cultivated detachment will be destroyed. Means the beauty does not ask a permission. It invites the heart. So beauty is in the heart, invites the heart. So the Krishna's beauty steals the mind of all the gopis. Heart, it is in the heart of the gopis. They were not philosophers. Gopis were not yogis. They were not interested in liberation. They were captivated beyond any reason. And that, so Prabhupada explains that the gopis did not worship Krishna because he is God. They did not even know, even his opulences. They did not know that Krishna is God. But Krishna is so lovable because of his loving qualities. So Krishna is God because the gopis loved him. And that is without any, because if somebody shows opulences, that is different. But he attracted gopis because of his beauty and form and activities. So their attraction was so intense that it overpowered social norms, fear, and even concern for liberation. So dharma, artha, kam, and moksha, even liberation, they did not care about that. Wanted the pancham purushartha, and one is the prem, Krishna prem. Namo Mahavadhanaya, Krishna prem pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya, Namne Gauratushe Nama. So beauty that attracts even the liberated persons who are fully self-realized. It is overflowing abundance. That Krishna's beauty is not filling a lake, but it is all full, but it is overflowing. If you see Krishna properly, you will forget even everything else. So we don't have the darshan properly. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundara chintya munasrupam govindam adi purusham tamam bhajami. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to tell something extraordinary, and his own beauty is seen through the eyes of Srimati Radharani. How the Radharani sees his beauty and relishes that. That's why he took the emotions of Radharani, the color of Srimati Radharani, and what he was relishing. So that is how he came as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Mahaprabhu is Krishna overwhelmed by his own attractiveness. So, Antar Krishna Bahir Radharani. But Radharani is relishing. So that is whole is Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So So Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, Jagannath, and Krishna, they are not different. Say Krishna, say Jagannath, say Chaitanya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. So also we can reveal the beauty by how we could reveal the beauty through his holy name. So we could see this through because holy name it's not just the external word, but it is his beauty is fully present in his name. Holy name is not a symbol, it is Krishna himself. So see Krishna. Naam, Roop, Gun, Leela. You see in Krishna. Our chanting becomes purified. Beauty of Krishna awakens naturally in the heart. Chant sincerely, and Krishna will reveal himself to you. The beauty of Krishna is not meant to be analyzed, it is meant to be surrendered. So we have to like somebody very opulent or somebody is very powerful. People surrender. So it is by his beauty we can surrender. And this beauty of Krishna that humbles the proud, one who is very proud, that humbles the proud, softens the heart, which is very hard-hearted. They become very soft and attracts the liberated people. Atma Ramasya Munaya Nirganto Api Urupame Kurvanti ki Ahtikum Bhakti Itam Gunohari, Itam Rupa Gunohari. So Krishna has so many qualities that even the Atma Ramas, just like four Kumaras, they are all Atma Ramas. Traveling as 5-year-old and Sanak Sanatan Sanandan Sanat Kumar, but they were attracted and they went to Vaikuntha to see the Supreme Lord. Also, Sukdev Goswami, for 16 years, he remained in the womb of his mother, that if I come out, then it will, the Maya will attract me. I will fall into Maya. And so he did not come out. But when Lord came, not only Brahmaji, but Supreme Lord came, and he said that Maya will not attract you. Please come out. Because he wanted, Sukdev Goswami teaches the Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, the great grandson of Parikshit Maharaj. Abhimanyu's son is Parikshit Maharaj, and Abhimanyu is son of this Subhadra. Subhadra, sister of Lord Balram. So the beauty of Krishna is not analyzed, it is to be surrendered. And may that Shyam Sundar, whose beauty defeats millions of cupids, are ever dance in our core of the heart. Incomparable beauty of Lord Sri Krishna, that 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam is not merely an history that Prabhupada is explaining that it is the spiritual world revealed through the sound vibration. You could read and chant the mantras there. So we understand the beauty of Krishna, and not only his form, Krishna's beauty is a window into the Krishna's God beauty, but also of his character, affection, playfulness, his mercy. Krishna's beauty is never static, never remains stagnant, flows. Krishna, when he moves, his beauty increases, or he smiles, jokes, hides, steals, hide and seek, forgiveness, reciprocates. Let us now enter more deeply into this Leela. Beauty of the child who stole the butter. So butter, he was doing work, stealing the butter, and he's famous. Leela ka butter chor agraganya is the topmost. So the gopis will come and complain, Mother Yashoda, that your son is coming to our home, stealing butter, and then distributing it to the monkeys. Prabhupada laughed and explained that Krishna is so beautiful, but even when he steals the heart of the person he robs or he steals from the house. They like very much that Krishna should come to our home. So they hide and they could see how does he climb and eat butter or distribute to the monkeys. So they go to complain complaining. So they wanted to just see that Krishna is there and what does he say. So just see the Krishna's different moods, different ways. They come to Yashoda's Mai's home. Krishna stands with butter in his hand, glancing sideways, his eyes restless, with fear and delight. His curly hair dusted with cow dung and dust from the Vrindavan. Even the gopis who came to complain would forget why they came. And they could not speak. So this is beauty that defeats morality itself because it is rooted in love. Mother Yashoda and that how he bound that Damodar Leela, that is also very, very because of the affection and the beauty. And Mother Yashoda binds Krishna with rope. So even he could not bound by yogis or meditation by meditation. Brahma cannot fully comprehend, but he is bound by the love of his mother. That is revealed in this Krishna Leela, Damodar Astak. So it was 2 finger short, and 1 finger is representing the devotee's endeavor, and then other is representing Krishna's mercy. When Mother Yashoda finally binds him, she sees something extraordinary. Krishna's face is streaked with tears, his eyes are red, and his lips are trembling. Bimba fruit, and his cheeks were like bimba, and eyes were red, and tears were coming, and mascara was coming and dropping down on his cheeks. So this is not a fear, the beauty overwhelmed by love. And Krishna allowed himself bound because love is more powerful than the Godhead. So if we love him by our service, by our thinking, by our emotions, he is bound in the heart of his devotees. The Venu Madhuri that we were talking about, Krishna's flute is so enchanting, and that instrument existence because it carries his breath. When Krishna plays his flute, then what happens? The cows stop grazing, the rivers stop flowing, the birds fall silent, the gopis lose all external consciousness. It does not speak philosophy, it calls the soul back to its original home. Come back home and enjoy with me. He is calling out. Once Prabhupada once said that if we could hear Krishna's flute even once, we would never again be attracted to this material world. His Ras dance, beauty multiplied. Supreme demonstration of Krishna's beauty. Each gopi felt that Krishna was standing beside her alone. His beauty expanded infinitely without diminishing. Srila Prabhupada stressed that this is not material dancing. It is highest spiritual exchange. Free from lust, completely centered on giving pleasure to Krishna. They called and they knew that Krishna wants us, so they wanted to give pleasure to Krishna. So whatever Krishna says or what that should be abided by. Krishna's beauty is not for enjoyment, it is for reciprocation. Krishna gives you love, you give him the love. Or you love and Krishna will love you. Ye yata mam prapadyante tas tathaiva bhajamyaham. So Krishna leaves the ras, beauty that teaches humility. Krishna disappeared from the ras, the gopis were plunged into separation. So Srila Prabhupada explains that separation intensifies the beauty. And so when you are away, Viraha, that's why Krishna went for 100 years away from Vrindavan. Although he said that he would not leave Vrindavan, Vrindavan parityajya padam ekam na gacchati. Do not go even just with one step beyond Vrindavan. But that is because he wants to relish the separation from the gopis and how gopis they relish him by remembering all the Krishna's pastimes, singing his Krishna's pastimes. So separation intensifies the beauty and of sense sharpens our remembrance. The gopis begin to imitate Krishna Leelas, his walk, his smile, his way of speaking. So their madness and separation shows that Krishna's beauty lies eternally in the heart of his devotees, whether he is there or not, but it remains there. His lifting Govardhan was the beauty with effortless power. When Krishna lifted Govardhan hill, he did so as a child, his 7-year-old, effortlessly, with the little finger of his left hand. But what is astonishing is not the power that he was lifting, but it is the beauty with which he displays it, that everybody was seeing him. Everybody's face was towards Krishna. Although Krishna was standing, but they all thought that Krishna is looking at me. And same thing in Bhojan Thali, and when they were after killing Aghasur, Krishna was there sitting in the middle, and all the Gopas were sitting around. But every Gopa felt Krishna is looking at me and he is in front of us. So that is the miracle of Krishna. Krishna did not show strain, he smiled. His jokes, he stood casually. He was joking when everybody was under the Govardhan hill. Even Krishna's omnipotence is beautiful. Means he is omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent, but it's not terrifying, but Krishna's beauty, his omnipotence is beautiful. So gopis, we talked about that, they curse Maji, that criticize Lord Brahma for highlights. This reveals that every fraction of a second without Krishna is unbearable for a pure devotee. Even moments look them for years is gone. And whatever way Krishna deals with them, they are always happy. Whatever Krishna. Asli Shiva Padar Darshanam Marmatam Yatha Tatha Vedanath Dampato Mata Prananathas Sayanath Yuga Itam Nimeshena Chakshusha Shaitam Shunya Itam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virahana. With separation from Govinda, they think it is yugas has passed. So Srila Prabhupada is saying, if you go on chanting sincerely, Krishna will reveal his qualities. In the name, everything is Nam, Ru, Gun, Leela, pastime. It is not imagination, it is a realization. So Prabhupada emphasized that Krishna consciousness is meant to wake us attracted to Krishna, not merely detached from the world. Detached will automatically, that is a byproduct. If you become attracted to Krishna, if you relish so much, then naturally you forget about the inferior material world. Detachment is a byproduct, but attraction is the goal. We want to be attracted by Krishna and go enter by that attraction to Golok Vrindavan. That is our real home in the loving devotional service of the Lord. So beauty that defeats liberation. So liberation is becoming free from material entanglement. It is insignificant. And liberation is freedom from suffering. Krishna's beauty is positive bliss. We need something positive, nothing negative. Even liberated souls fall down if they have not tested this beauty. So, when liberated souls will fall into the material world. Just like many people who are like Shankaracharya's followers are, but they don't have any service attitude. They don't serve by they think that Krishna is just a energy. And Krishna, when he comes and shows the form, he has to get that with energy. And that is completely nonsense. It's a Maya. Energy is Maya, external energy. Multiple energy. Parashasha, Vividaiva Pavaki Jnana, Balakriyachi. The beauty revealed to the service. Krishna does not reveal his beauty to a spectator. Seeing, he reveals to his servants. That is his. So beauty is revealed by seva. As service deepens, beauty also intensifies. As chanting softens the heart, beauty awakens us. So we will read more about Krishna's beauty and different way that we can attract him. So Krishna, gopis are praying, and he is coming from after grazing the cows. And why does he wear this peacock feather? Marha Pidam Natavarabapo कर्णयो विभ्रद्वासकनकपक्षं वैजयन्ति च मालां रन्ध्रांश वेणोर्मधुरसुधया पूरयन् गोपवृन्दैः वृन्दारण्यं सुन्दरवनं प्रावि सद्गीतकीर्तिः. So Morpunk is called Barha. Barha because when Krishna was high, like so many peacocks would come and fall their pankudis. Morpunk. It's so much colorful. Krishna. We wear so many golden and jewelries and forest flowers. So Vajayanti Mala, that is a special 5 kinds of flowers are there. They have different colors, and he wears the different malas. And going to the forest, coming back, his friends, they decorate him. But this Mora, more pankha is natural, it's soft. So he likes this more pankha also. Just like in the Varsha Ritu. So he says that they have sacrificed their all this feathers and everything. So let me help them so they become happy and they dance. So he puts one of the peacock feather on his head. So Krishna has 24.5 Chandra. Chandra is compared to the beauty, most beauty, that there is nothing comparable in the material world. So they compare to the which gives Sital rays and so Krishna's face is like king of all the moons. His body is the Simhasan on which Krishna is sitting. And so the king needs only one Simhasan. But here Krishna has his face and his. So there are 24.5. And devotees are like the Kumudini. And they become, where so much moons are there, they open up. सखी है कृष्ण मुख द्विजराज राज कृष्ण वपु सिंहासने वपु means the body is like a सिंहासन वसी राज्य शासन करे संग चंद्रेर समाज. So his both cheeks are Chandra and they are Purna Chandra. His face is Chandra. His lalat forehead is half Chandra, on which it has Kasturi Tilak. So all the nails, 2 nails, 10 nails in the toes and 10 nails in the hand fingers is 20. 2 cheeks is 22. The face, overall face is 23. Half and forehead and Lalate Astami Hindu Tahate and Lalat forehead is also a Chandra Bindu. Dui Ganda Suchikana Jini Mani Sudarpana Sei Dui Purna Chandra Jani Lalate Astami Hindu Tahate Chandana Bindu Sei Eka Purna Chandra Mani Karanaka Chandera Heart Karanaka hands one Shupare Karenat Tar Gita Murali Ratan पदनक चंद्रगणे तले को करे नर्तन नुपुरेरा ध्वनि या रगवा from some. So we sing that mat chitta matagata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayanta shima nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So we should talk about with the devotees kathayanta shima nityam. Eternally we should describe about the glories of Lord, description of Lord, his activities. Mat chitta matagata prana. So chitta, in the chitta, it is Krishna is sitting in our chitta. And their life is dedicated to service. And they give knowledge to each other. Like they do katha and feel completely satisfied. And happy. So that is the way the devotees. So and Krishna is Nitya Naveen, Nitya Nava Navayaman. Krishna is always like say 15-year-old. And he does not get. And this is the Bhagya Gopis. So Rupas. So Krishna's main power you could enjoy, and Krishna's beauty increases many folds when he is with Radharani. He is away from Radharani. He is not looking as beautiful as he is seen in front of Radharani. That's why when one day Narad Muni came, so he was told that you see Krishna in the groves when he is with Srimati Radharani. Then you could enjoy his beauty. So Radharani is most devoted to Krishna. She is telling us that how you should see the Krishna's roop. The devotees of Krishna do not want to see anything else other than Radha and Krishna. No, the devotee who always drinking the nectar of this form, then he is never satisfied, but it increases. Anandamodi Vardhanam Pratipatam. So he wants to relish more and more. So he tells Brahmaji that he does not know how to create. He has no experience. Why he did not give us koti netra that we could relish? Why did he give us only two eyes? And why did he get these eyelids? So in this way, so Yuga Itamyanati Chakshusha. So Brahmaji is also glorifying Krishna's Mahima and his beauty and by many verses. We are happy now we saying that this Murli also became a part. One Shri Vibhushita Karat. So Rupa Goswami is also glorifying the beauty. Rupa Goswami is a Manjari. We could become Manjari, but not the Gopi. Like Ashtasakhis, or we cannot take part, or Radharani, but Manjari are very small girls who serve the Gopis and Radha Krishna's Milan in the groves. So Rupa Manjari is topmost, and we could worship to Rupa Goswami to make us at his footstep. Manjari, 1,000 miles away, but still it's a big position, and at least one day we will be able to come close to him. So Kunti Devi is also glorifying the Lord. Nama Pankaja Nabhaya. So she is seeing from the lotus navel, abdomen. Normally we should see the Lord on the feet, not from the Nama Pankaja Maline. Nama Pankaja Netraya. Namaste Pankajangrahe. So why it is? Because she is the Bua and she does not want to embrace that is looking at his feet. So Krishna, so that's why she is praying that and glorifying. Sant Tukaram also like glorifies, and he also does Bhagavad Stuti. He wrote so many 400,000 abhangas, and it's all about Krishna Leela. Sundarate Dhyanam Uven Vitevari Karakatevari. This is one of the abhangas. ठेवो नियाम तुलसी हार गला कांसी पीतांबर आवड़े निरंतर हेचे ध्यान मकर कुंडले तलपति श्रवणेम कंठी कौस्तुभ मणि विराजित तुका मणे माझे हेची सर्वसुख पाहीन श्रीमुख आवड़ीने. So see Krishna, so he meditates on Krishna's path with all this. So anyway, it's time and I will leave some time for certain questions. So Swarup Chintan, we wanted to see Swarup. We talked about his special Madhurya, sweetness, like Venu Madhuri, Roop Madhuri, Leela Madhuri, and Baraha Piyama is Madhuri when he wears his pita. So 4 Madhuris are there. Sukdev Goswami and they talk in the Bhagavatam so many verses about the glorification of Lord's beauty. So if there is any comments or question about what she is seeing, she is seeing this Aditi is seeing only Mahavishnu. But Krishna's glorification is there because Mahavishnu is part of Krishna. Ramapati, even Lakshmi ji wants to become part of the rasa, but she could not. She is still worshipping or doing tapasya in Bhelwan, in Vraj, in the other side of the Yamuna river. But she could not because she cannot give her opulence instead. That because of her, everybody has all these opulences. So that Krishna wants completely surrender with no tinge of something that they are great. So complete surrender. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandapanam. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for the very beautiful class. Dear devotees, if you have any question, please raise your hand and you can ask Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhruv Pranam, Jashpad.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very nice class, Maharaj.
This all describes how we can be attracted to Krishna. So if we understand Krishna's beauty, then everybody in the material world is why gold? Gold has no smell, just the color. But because of the brilliance, so Krishna is millions of times brilliant than this gold. Or people are attracted by the beauty. So if we could become attracted by the beauty of Krishna, never all the misgivings of the material attraction would go away. So we should read more and more about the Krishna's special leelas, his beauty, his madhuri, sweetness. Then we would give away our attraction to the material world. That's what Rupa Goswami is saying. Don't go to the bank of the Yamuna, where Krishna is standing, and in 3-bended form, and you will forget all your attraction to the material world. And we should forget that. Many people don't want to forget. They don't want to chant the names of Krishna. He will take away all the opulences. He does not take away all the opulences, but our attachment to that opulence will go away by seeing Krishna, by describing or hearing about him. So if anybody has any comments or question, or any more further.
Is Vada Jyoti Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for allowing me to ask the question. Hare Krishna Maharaj Ji, thank you so much for today's session. My question to you is, say we are doing japa, then when will be the time that we'll be able to see this, all the parameters that you were telling, Nam, Roop, Gun, Leela, though when we chant, or you can, for me right now what is important is what will happen to my japa, so that I'll be not worried about my fall down, or how I'll bring that strength in my japa so that there'll be no question of worrying that my japa will be not offered.
Something, it should be purified by heart, and then you should be so much attracted to Krishna that you chant all the time, you remember. Your attraction to the material world reduces. When you eat food, then your hunger is subsided, you become strength, and then your attachment of food. If somebody gives you more, you would not like to eat more because you are completely satisfied. So same thing with Krishna. When you become more attracted to Krishna, then your attraction to the material world would finish. Then you would be completely satisfied. Tusti, pusti, santusti. Everything would happen. You will be pleased within yourself, and you would not look for any material enjoyment. So when those things come, and it happens with pure chanting, you may say that if you are chanting purely, you have association of devotees and your attraction for reading about Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam and chanting all the time. Always remember Krishna, never forget him. So in your all the activity, if Krishna is there, the hand of Krishna is there. And see, people, they think that unless we serve the country, society, and it is also with Krishna in the center. And Krishna, not that when the child is grown or our child, we will still have the attachment to him. Not until, so then that would be deceiving ourselves. Now let him, just like Bharat Maharaj was attracted or was so much attached to deer, then he should leave him alone. He should not continue attachment to him. And if our attachment to the material world, you may say, this is my child, this is my husband, this is my wife. Yes, you do seva, that is something different, respect, but not attaching, or your love should be for Krishna. Your full-hearted love from the heart should be, and you do as mechanically your service in the material world, and that is not denied, but not to the extent that that is all in all, and Krishna is on the side. Krishna should be the center of your all the activity, and the rest would be a secondary. Just like when you start learning a car, driving, you pay so much attention, but later on it becomes so natural. So Krishna's bhakti should be part of naturally that you should remember Krishna. You should thank Krishna. When you that Krishna is there, everything is done by Krishna. I am here, whatever I am here is Krishna. Food is Krishna, my activities are Krishna. Children are Krishna, the society is Krishna. But we have to see the Paramatma in that, which is an expansion. But not that we think that that is Krishna, so I completely forget Krishna. The real Krishna. And they are there as a duty. So everybody is a duty bound. We have this body, we have to take care of it. But not that we forget Krishna, just to take care of the body and bodily extensions. Like children, home, money, bank balance, job, your own prestige, or those things should be forgotten. And if somebody is deriding you or laughing, you continue your seva. That I'm serving Krishna, not to satisfy the whims of the people, but what Krishna thinks, that is important.
Maharaj ji, say if we serve, we are doing services 24 hours. We are doing, means 24 hours in sense we are doing some service. We are trying to engage completely, giving our best while serving. Then it doesn't bring to japa, right? There is a intentionally we have to do the service in such a way that it should reflect to our japa. There is a link. We cannot do the service and drop it, and we cannot do the japa and drop it. uh, the attitude flows. If we are keeping it separate, it won't work. So what exactly we should do every day to bridge that or bring that attitude towards and keep this point in our mind that given a situation we should keep the center, we should focus what Lord will think of my behavior. How we should do that?
Yeah, it's a good question. So Krishna should be the center of all the activity. You do it mechanically, but you do in your mind, in your heart, in your chitta. It is always Krishna. Krishna's form. So gopis were thinking, they were doing milking the cow, cleaning the where the cows are sitting, grazing the cow, giving them the whatever their food are, butter and churning the yogurt and cleaning the house, leaping like see here there is gobar, say leap the walls, floors, but where was their mind? They were thinking of Krishna only. When she was churning Yashodamai, and then Krishna woke up, that is I'm talking about this Damodar Leela. So he climbed on her, but she was singing about Krishna. Singing Krishna's beauty. She became so happy when Krishna came. inclined on her lap to drink the milk. But then she put down because this other milk was thinking that if Mataji feeds that other milk, what would happen to me? So he sacrificed himself and poured himself up in the fire, burned himself. So our attention should be for Krishna, not for any worldly, whether they become fulfilled or not. That is up to our destiny, or whether we not work so hard that we have no time for Krishna. One job, two job, taking care of the family relations, that we want to go to each and every one. That's not possible. You won't have time. So you keep it to minimal, and always whatever minimal is there, Krishna should be the center of our activities. And if that is there, then you are going closer and closer to Shuddha Bhakti. Under the footsteps. Yes.
We will do materially consciously every day, and then it becomes natural. Then it will be, when it will be natural, then it will directly affect our japa. Is my understanding correct now?
Yeah, if it is natural that you are doing your outward activity with Krishna in the center, thinking of Krishna at the same time. I'm here, my body is here, I have this job, or I have this family because of Krishna. And Krishna is there, and you serve. But Krishna, just like you have to follow the example of gopis and gopas in the Vraj. That's why Vraj Bhakti is very, very rare. Even the Brahma and even this Uddhav is such an elevated soul, but also he wants to come as a creeper, as a dust, or as a mosquito. Brahma says that, Kita Janma, if I have to take rebirth again, let me be born in the house of a devotee, where I can observe the devotee and follow his footsteps. So those are very highly elevated things, but one can come by reading about them, by on the footsteps of the gopis and gopas and praying to them. So all the time prayer is there, and all the time the name Satatam Kirtayanto Mavetan Tasya Dradavata. It should be Satat, continuously, and with careful. Yatanta, Yatna means you are trying to practice or do it with great endeavor about Krishna. And that should be our main aim, is Krishna, to please him, to see him, see his activity. And like when Krishna was gone, then they were singing his glories, his all the pastimes, how he used to come from grazing the cows and what he used to do. And Krishna disappeared from not only Rajdan, but also for 100 years. That was to fulfill some other thing, but he knew that in Viraha, you could remember Krishna more. If somebody is your so dear, like I will tell you a little story. One Mataji used to come, elderly lady, every day to hear the Bhagavatam, and she used to sit very close by to the reciter of the Bhagavatam, and Bhagavatam was tied up in a red potli, a red cloth, and so every day she was coming, but one day she did not come, and this reciter of the Bhagavatam went to her house, and she said that, why you did not come? And what was your attraction? Why your tears were coming? And he says that, Prabhuji, hello?
Yeah, we are able to hear you.
Okay, so he was asking why your tears were coming. What made you so happy? She said that I was looking on that cloth, red cloth, my son's clothing that I gave her, and he was wearing most of the time. So that was my attraction. So by seeing that cloth, that lady was so much overwhelmed and tears were flowing. So by seeing Krishna in everywhere, यो मां पश्यति सर्वत्र सर्वत्र च मयि पश्यति तेषां नहं प्रणश्यामि सच में न प्रणश्यति. That if we see Krishna in every nook and corner of the material world, because that is his energy. If you see, even the sun is not there in the horizon, but just the rays are coming through a small hole. Oh, sun is there. Means we should think of Krishna by seeing anything and everything. And in his Leela, in his reading, when you are cooking, when you are offering, you should see Krishna, have darshan of Krishna and his Leela. If it is coming, then you are Krishna conscious and fully, and that will increase. By Krishna's mercy, you will become more and more staunch. If that is your feeling, then you will be able to you will be able to focus more on Krishna. We are focusing more on the material world. Most of them, you may be focusing on Krishna, but if you focus on Krishna in everything, then it is because of Krishna. I have this. Prabhupada always gave credit to Krishna and his Guru Maharaj. He never took that credit that I have done so much, and by me, this whole world is becoming Krishna conscious, and I have translated so many books, and so many people are following me, and he would never think that. So if we become in that way, then we will understand that you are increasing in Krishna consciousness, or you are close to Krishna. If Krishna is there, Krishna is in his name, is dancing on our tongue, but we have to have a feeling by the heart, not superficially, not by literary work, but it should be naturally realized. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupindite. I will give them the intelligence by which they can come to me, or you could remember Krishna. Even if you go to Guru Vrindavan or not, even if you are serving here, that is fine. But our mind, our chitta is like very close to the heart, and it reflects in the heart, like not the mind. And we think in the mind, that is all mind is material. It's a sukshma material, but it is material. It should be in the chitta. Chitte se koriya hai kya aur na koriya ho maine asha. That we should not be thinking of any another asha, any another thing to enjoy the material world. So I hope that there are many things are said about your question, but it is very deep question, deep realization. It requires deep love for Krishna and trying to our activity dedicated to Krishna. How much Moros Gopis would feel all day Krishna would not come and go for the grazing the cows. And when he come in the evening, how happy they were.
Okay. Maharaji, thank you so much, Maharaji, for today's session. I need to hear repetitively, so many times, millions of times, maybe, to whatever extent I could. Thank you so much. Eternally grateful to you for your today's session. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, for asking this kind
Thank
of
you so much,
question.
Mataji, for asking beautiful question. Maharaji, I don't see any other hand raised.
Okay.
So with your permission, can we close the call?
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let us, dear
Hare
devotees, let us
Krishna.
offer obeisances to Maharaj. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha.
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमः।
नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि
वैष्णव की
वृंद
जय,
की जय।
प्रभुपाद की जय,
जय।
श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
जय, His Holiness श्री महाराज की जय।
जय जय
जय।
हरे कृष्ण महाराज,
जय।
दंडवत
Thank you so much,
प्रणाम।
ma'am.
Hare Krishna.